figured we need some theme music. All right.
Wow.
Whoa. Anyway, Ashley, do you have headphones, by the way?
No.
Okay.
Maybe. Why do I need them? Do I sound echoey?
No, I just hear myself every now and then. But anyway, we'll start. Matt, share your shit.
Yep.
Let me guess.
So,
Matt's going to do at everybody here in a minute.
No, hold on. No, well, the at everyone screws everything up. I got to get into the right page. I just had someone text me. He goes, you guys are late. It's like we're
not late.
It's 9:01.
Actually, no, it's 8:01. Thank you very much. All right, anyway, welcome into Around the Fire Pit. As always,
Actually, no, it's 8:01.
You've got the one, the only, the golden voice of the South. And yes, we're professionals. The Human Jukebox. Dave Adams coming to you live and in living color all the way from the top of the state of Alabama. That's right, in Madison, Alabama, in the Around the Fire Pit podcast studios. And as always, I brought along my friend from the Great White North who ats everyone every time he posts.
Hey, I just want to make sure. So I had Dave. So funny thing, I have a teacher friend at school. She thinks every time when I do that, it's like directly at her,
right?
And she's starting to get a little pissed. I think.
I mean, I will say,
there's only one other clown that I know that does that continuously.
We probably need to cut down on the at everyone's.
Well, it's all about seeing things.
It is. You are correct, but it's just a little. We got to slow down on it. All right. So tonight, our third member, and that's Eric Tolliver that says.
Is it Eric? You know what to do. Hit the button. Yeah. Oh, Cat's in the house.
Yeah. All right. Our third member of Around the Fire Pit podcast tonight is Ashley Foley, who has the biggest Yankee accent of anybody we have ever had on Around the Fire Pit. Welcome in.
Sean was on last time.
Look, Sean is a Bostonian accent. Yours is thick Yankee.
That's her.
Oh. The user has the ability to turn it off. Don't change your approach when they can turn it off on their own. Okay. Anyway. All right. So, Ashley, why do we have you here tonight?
I don't know. Make me do stuff I don't want to do.
We need to bring someone a little bit more politically correct on.
Yeah.
We got to clean up our act after Sean's F word.
Balance it out a little bit.
The last two episodes, we had Sean and then Skeletor.
Yeah,
and Skeletor has known to have some language as well. So,
it's because he's young.
He is. But as Ashley said, we have announced the Around the Fire Pit 2025 podcast cruise. And Ashley, I believe we have 9 cabins already booked.
Yep.
So, Ashley, I you and I are both travel agents on this, but we brought you on to be the travel agent of reason, the voice of reason on this episode. I don't know if you can fill that.
What?
What are you trying to say, Matt?
Exactly what my face was saying, Ashley.
So let's Ashley, tell them a little bit about this cruise, what the plan is, just everything you can think about the Around the Fire Pit podcast cruise.
All right, so we're going on the Utopia of the Seas, July 14th to 18th.
You're the expert. How do you go mess that up?
Close enough. 4 nights, stopping in Nassau and Perfect Day at Coco Cay, which is my personal favorite. If you haven't been, that is a must-do stop.
Great stuff. I'll tell you one song stuck in my head every day, and I don't want it. A perfect day, perfect day, perfect day.
I don't remember listening to it. We got shuttled off right away to our over-the-water cabana.
Yeah, because we bougie.
Are we all going to have an over-the-water cabana on this one?
I gotta talk to my financial advisor about it.
Okay.
Annie Beth, we'll talk about it on Saturday.
Amanda just gave me some words of encouragement. Don't be a deer in headlights.
Yeah, so let's ask, why is Amanda not on the podcast talking about this?
Because Amanda's not going.
Loser.
Boo. Boo. Other Alabama person.
Hey.
I said other.
Other. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead. And so we've got where we're going. Utopia of the Seas. What is that?
It is going to be the newest ship at the time, because I don't think Star will be released yet, right?
I don't think so.
I'm not 100% sure. I don't think so. It's not the largest ship. The Icon has that, but it's one of the largest ships. It's got some really cool features and some different things than its sister ship. So that'll be kind of cool to kind of see the differences between the two ships.
So what I have heard, and I talked about this a little bit on the show last week, is the mason jar is going to be there. And for those of you who have heard me talking about the mason jar, I think we're going to have one night where we do a group eating at the mason jar. Because if you know anything about Southern food, it's good, it's hearty, it's filling, it's amazing, good food. And as a true Southerner, I can tell you the mason jar is some of the best Southern food I have ever had.
There's nothing wrong with getting Southern food in the middle of the Caribbean.
I know, right? Oh, look at her pink headphones.
What are you going to space?
I know. She's got.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah,
yes, I hear you now perfectly.
All right.
Michelle, drink water. Hey, actually, I got one thing to say. Hey, Michelle, don't forget to get that stitch blanket for Ellie. Thank you. All right. I told her I was going to do that. But I think one of the 4 nights, maybe there's a day at sea, right?
Yeah, it's our last day.
Okay. Right? I think maybe the day at sea, we should all do a eating at the mason jar. If we can all, like, we don't all have to, but I say the mason jar is a place you have to go eat.
Do they, like, you're more familiar with the mason jar than I am, Dave, because like you're Southern and love this stuff. Do they do like a lunch, a brunch, something like that?
They do have a brunch.
I would say that's going to be easier for us to get more tables available than
yeah,
especially on a sea day.
Yeah.
All I know is that if I don't end up chops, I'm going to have a tiny little mutiny on my hand.
Yeah,
chops is good, but to be honest with you,
no, it's not me. It's
Ashley, share the story.
Emelina has not stopped talking about the roasted chicken leg or whatever she ate at Chops last August. Was it last August? Yeah. Since we've been there. Like, she brings it up every time a cruise comes up. Anytime she's like, is there Chops? Are we going? We're going, right? I don't want to go if we're not going.
See, look, at least you get that Royal Caribbean and Chops and all that. I mean, yes, that's a bougie way to do cruising. My girls, unfortunately, well, fortunately for me, but unfortunately, their first cruise to ever go on was a Disney cruise. And so now we went on the Wonder of the Seas last year. And, you know, at the time, it was the biggest cruise ship on the seas, the best thing out there. The girls complained the whole time because the kids club wasn't near as good as Disney. And you know, it's like, well, we're bored. I'm like, Ellie, you see an entire ship full of stuff. How are you bored? Because it's not Disney. There's no characters. Shut up, kid. But while we're on the subject of food, Matt, you brought this up last week.
I brought it up.
What is this train thing?
Yeah, I'm still very confused by this. So it looks like it's going to be a 3 or 4 course meal. Like I said, I've watched another travel agency who I watch very frequently of their cruise information.
Har?
Yeah. He was a school teacher. I'm in the school, so
he does great job.
He does real good royal stuff.
It's called Utopia Station. Look, I took notes.
Look at you! All right,
so I should go with it then. You know more than I do. Like I said, I'm just here for support tonight. I feel like crap.
Yeah.
Well, there's not that much information about it, so we don't know kind of like what the food's going to be like, other than there's going to be several courses or a few courses, and then it sounds like maybe the pictures might be changing of what you see out your window per course.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be like the Old West, like you're riding across Oregon Trail style, from what I
Yeah.
saw. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to go on a cruise ship and look at a fake picture
Didn't we have this
when I can look at
conversation
the
last
ocean.
weekend?
Yeah.
Here's the deal. Like, they're not putting Wonderland on this
Right.
ship.
But
So
what they did is they made Giovanni's
Bigger.
bigger.
And it's in that
two-story.
spot. And it's
Right.
going to have like a bistro-y area too, like that's kind of open, which is kind of
Yep.
interesting.
I think I saw somewhere in the really cool guide that you and I used to send to people, 23 eateries on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
I think Michelle. Yeah. Oh, we gotta go Skizzle here. The train thing does sound interesting. I don't know if it's something that's going to be awesome, but Skizzle has something here called a cruise crawl. Cruise crawl, and are we doing a food cruise crawl, or will we do a cruise bar crawl?
It can be both.
Both.
There's a lot of different options of like, and I know if we have our private chat, and
yeah, I was just telling Adam. Yes, I see him.
Yep.
She says alcohol.
Oh, alcohol.
Big letters.
Not all of us are down that path anymore, but like, I'll get the refreshment package so I can have a
beverage or five
and a
A
non-alcoholic.
mocktail.
Yes, that's sorry. I'm not used to that term yet.
Yeah.
But like, I would go the eat route. I mean, what they got? El Loco Fresh on there.
Oh, El Loco Fresh. Also,
I know. I made the joke in our private chat is like the hot dog eating competition, and I showed you the belt that I made. I think I'd just go to El Loco Fresh and just be like, tacos. Just keep bringing them. Burritos. Let's go.
Yeah. Can't find me. That's where I'll be eating some tacos.
What, eating some what, Ashley?
You heard me.
Tacos. Tacos.
How do you say taco?
Yeah. I taco. It's
yeah,
a short
there will be a slot tournament. I don't know. We might try to do our own, or we might just have you guys jump into the regular Royal one.
Yeah. By the way, I love that Michelle's in here tagging her friends, telling them all to come watch. For those that are watching and want to possibly come on this cruise, the handy dandy QR code above Matt. There you go. Look at you being Vanna White. That will go to the Google form that you. No, not your face, Matt. There you go. That will go to the Google form that you fill out. Just put in information there. It'll go to Ashley, or it'll go to Ashley and my email. Matt will be able to see it too. And then we'll figure out how to divvy it up, and you'll get an email from one of us, and we will go from there. So I guess, do we need to talk Nassau? I mean, is Nassau going to be one of those things that we get off the ship and say, hey, we're here? Or is Nassau going to be one of those things where we say, whatever?
So the thing about that, Dave, is you've been to Nassau. I've been to Nassau. Ashley's been to Nassau. Skizzle and Michelle haven't.
Right.
So they might want to get off and go venture out. Phil, they're about 3 or 4 days. We see you're on the list. Ani Beth wants to do a spa day. Shocker. So we have the list of the people who filled out the form already, and we're getting to those over the next couple of days. Dave's going on he's Disney bound in 48 hours, something like that.
48 hours. Actually, in less than 12 hours, I get to check in for my flight.
Yeah, Michelle, the New Royals private beach is supposed to be open by then. Some people might want to go to Atlantis. I've been to Atlantis once. It is what it is. It's not exciting. A lot of people get off and they'll go to Senor Frogs because it's like
it's right there.
It is right there. The thing to do. So you know, I mean, you have if you've never been, if it's your first time to Nassau, I recommend at least trying to get off the ship and just kind of walk in that main strip.
Redid that where you get off the ship. It's all enclosed now, the port, and there's little like a what do they call those? A straw market.
Right the there. Straw market. Yeah, that's
right there place. Now. And we did in August we did like a history tour of Nassau, and that was awesome. It was an hour and a half, so it was a short time off the ship. You were on a guided tour. You got to try some different local fruit and just kind of got some history. So if that's something you're into, I highly recommend that. And it was pretty reasonable. I think it was under $100 a person.
That's not bad.
No. But if you have food allergies, just don't try the fruit because my mouth was really itchy when I got back on ship.
Michelle asked a great question. She's been to Nassau. Is there a way to get at Nassau and transfer to Exuma or one of the other Bahama areas?
Maybe.
I don't know if there is, but here's my take on this. I am very uber careful when it comes to what you do in ports.
Yep.
Not trying to be a asshole here, but the cruise ship will leave your ass.
Mm-hmm. And if you have a balcony, it's fun to watch.
That's the best when you start yelling at the people down there. And you just watch them just kind of give up halfway running down the.
Yep. So Michelle, you say to swim with the cute little pigs. So Perfect Day at Coco Cay has a swim with the pigs excursion. So if you want to swim with pigs, wait to do that at Perfect Day. We were going to do that one day, but it got to be too windy, too much stuff, and Royal canceled that.
And the thing, if you're going to do excursions off Royal, there's a lot of them that leave directly right when you get off the ship. I want to say there's a pirate ship, so anybody who has younger kids that are into pirates and stuff like that. There's another one where it's like almost an underwater submarine where you can look at some of the fish.
I've done that before. That was really cool.
There's another place that leaves right from there, which I don't think is back open for anybody yet, and I don't think it'll be opening anytime soon. Rest in peace, Blue Lagoon.
Just remember the pigs poop in the water that you're standing in.
Come on, Ashley.
Everybody poops.
Everybody poops, but I don't have to stand in it.
Yeah. Perfect Day does have the pig excursion. You can go swim with wild pigs. I'd rather swim with them and eat some sausage while I do it. But my wife thinks it's one of the greatest things ever. I'll buy it. I'll let her do it again, and I'll sit there and watch her.
If I can make it work, I'm getting the over the water cabana again.
Okay.
Ashley,
up. Hold on. Let me see.
No, not even close. Because I trust me, I've already looked. Even though like Ashley saw it firsthand from the time we got to the beach club, I was the biggest dickhead in the world right from the first minute. I was not a happy camper. I was not.
We had to tip our lady extra to fend for his attitude.
And it wasn't like I was like snotty. Like our concierge lied to me about things.
Oh.
And like I told him the only commander I didn't want was a certain one. And they gave us that one.
I mean,
like if you want the overwater cabanas, you don't want cabana 1 because it actually leads into the normal beach.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So like you have everybody swimming up to your area.
Got it. Okay. So I think we've decided
and the food's amazing.
Oh, the food's great. Here's the one thing I'll say. The pig excursion is a must. If you aren't going to get a private cabana, I would recommend doing the beach club thing at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. You get access to better food. You get access to an amazing pool. You get access to a hot tub. There's a private beach there. I mean, it's not private, but it's
less people, a lot less
Yeah.
people.
less people. I believe children are allowed on this at Beach
Yep.
Club. But
they do have that new 18+ area.
Yep.
though, right?
Hideaway.
So sorry, Michelle, you can't be in Michelle. Sorry, you can't be in the 18+ because you'll have pay. So, and I'll have my girls, and Ashley will have hers, and
I have nobody, so
Listen, I have 2 girls. You can have one.
yeah, you can have. No, never mind. You can't have my girls. Sorry. All right. So, I think we've talked a lot about the places that the ship is going. Where are there sharks by the pigs? No, there aren't. I personally have never seen sharks at Perfect Day.
yeah, there is.
There are.
Okay, there are.
Okay,
need to
so
call
And
Aaron
they
up.
let you know, so where our cabana was, they have people like on watch. First off, they're like little baby sharks. They're not like, they're more scared of you than like.
Ashley, this is a try to sell the cruise. Not
Listen. They're not sharks that are going to bite you, but
right, you're not looking at
they're
Jaws.
not this big. They're like a 3-foot shark.
Right.
But they're babies.
No, they're like nurse sharks or some other yellow something shark. I forget what it's called.
Okay.
But Erin was snorkeling and one did pop up right next to her, so she was not too pleased. So they are there. They don't have an issue with them biting people that close to shore, like those big sharks that bite people. So
yeah, these aren't the sharks at Gulf Shores, or they're not the sharks that you see in the ocean. It's not those sharks. Babies bite. I understand, but
And just remember this: you get bit by a shark on a cruise. That's a memory you're gonna have for the rest of your life.
exactly.
you also might get a nice little bonus.
Yeah,
Just
not
leave it up
from
to
us.
her.
Not from us.
Not from us. Royal.
We'll send you an email, Vicky Freed's email.
Yeah,
she's very she responds to all her emails.
Yeah. So, God, where was I going now? Y'all got me.
We got time out. We got Dave flustered.
I'm verklempt. Fuck the algorithm.
Yes. I gotta send a text message and be like, "You beat me to it."
There you go. I helped you out. All right. So the ship. We need to have are we going to be like a group where we all hang out? Or are we going to be a group where you can come and do your own thing? How are we going to do this, y'all?
Yes.
What?
I think we should have at least one like get together that people can come to, but I don't think we all need to spend 4 days together because we all know I don't want to spend 4 days with Matt.
I don't want to spend 4 days with Matt either. Okay.
Shit. Yeah.
Michelle brings up a good point. All right. So
all the cool kids want to hang out with me.
The for our single people that want to come cruise with us, we encourage it. We love it. Thank y'all. I would strongly recommend you bring a travel buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Here's why. Unfortunately, the cruise industry is not what's the word I'm looking for. They're not very good.
They're not solo friendly.
Yeah, they're not solo friendly. I would say bring a friend, because if you are only there with yourself, you will have to pay double occupancy for a cabin. Unfortunately, there's no way around it. And I've tried to play around with it. Yes.
Yeah.
I think they end up giving you a little bigger of a discount. I don't think it's exactly double, but it's almost
right. It's more than you would pay if you had brought a friend along. Yeah, Michelle, NCL Epic does have single rooms. They're tiny. They're very tiny. I think NCL has some
pretty much
some single. They're the only cruise company right now that I know that does.
I'm trying to think if Virgin does.
They might.
Virgin has probably rooms where like 19 people stay together and you don't even know who they are with one bed.
Listen, it's a party. It's a party.
Michelle's right. The single rooms are interior only. Kat says Virgin does not. So I do recommend bring a friend, make a buddy, get a I don't know, meet somebody and bring them too. I don't know. But that is a cool thing. We are all going to hang out. I think one night we'll do a bar crawl.
We got to do trivia. We got to do trivia. You know what I mean? We're strong at trivia.
If there's a 90s music, no, don't give me this, because if there's a 90s music trivia, I'm 100% over here.
We did not do well at Disney trivia. We flopped.
You did, Dave. You would not. We had. Thanks, Alan, who's not a friend of ours anymore. Who got S Club 7.
Okay. I was 90%. I missed
the British guy got the British band.
I missed the London one. I'm sorry. Adam Epstein, look, we'll do it as a group, or we'll do it,
we'll break up into like 5 teams.
Or we could just go solo and we could get a belt for a hot dog eating contest and a belt for trivia.
Dave, would you like to? So the belt that I sent you guys, do you know how much that cost?
$800.
At 3.
Okay. I mean, Matt, I've got wrestling belts on top.
I know, but if we could get a custom one with the around the fire pit, and I think we changed the logo in the middle to like our face instead of the hot dog.
That would be great.
Yeah, Ashley's already stated she is not interested in the hot dog eating competition.
Hot dogs are disgusting. Never mind eating copious amounts of hot dogs. I can't.
I will say the doghouse is very handy, especially in that area where it's going to be, because it's got the carousel right there.
Don't worry, Kat's going to make you a cardboard one for $50.
For $50? I just had a kid at school do it.
I don't know if we can do a setup where you can DJ. I don't know. They might have something like that.
Well, they have the music hall, the same as
oh yeah,
the same as they had on the Ovation.
Yeah. Oh, Eric and Matt. Apparently, Skizzle says she will own us all in hot dog eating contest.
I could take that. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Okay. Why is Kat not joining us on this cruise?
Kat, side question. You guys at Players this weekend? I think I saw a post.
Okay. Anyway, so the other thing we got to talk about is this cruise is going out of Port Canaveral. So any of you who live in the Florida area, it's an easy drive. I would recommend getting to the Orlando, Port Canaveral area at least a day before the cruise starts. Do we want to have a Disney meetup the day before?
Not doing Disney.
Why not?
So back to the hot dogs. Mark just threw down and he said he can beat you all at the hot dog eating contest. So
I watched Mark and he struggled with no, he crushed those 12 wings last weekend. I apologize.
Wings are not hot dogs.
Oh, I thought it was this weekend, Kat. Maybe I'll try to come to Players in April.
Yeah. Michelle has a question. Ashley, can you talk about how much RCL's deposits are?
So it depends. So if you're a party of 2 and you're in the group, your deposit is deferred until April 2nd, and it's $100 per person. If you're a party of more than 2, it's still $100 a person, but it's due a week after you book.
Yeah,
we call that a real party.
That's what I had to do with Michelle. I just booked Michelle and Skizzle and Peyton on the cruise. They're coming with us. Woohoo! It's their first one.
I'm intrigued by that room, an inside stateroom with those 3.
Yeah,
this could be fights.
Yep,
rock'em sock'em robots.
But I booked them a 3-person and then brought them into the group. So you get the $100 either now or next month type thing. So it's all good.
And I actually think it's only been charging the $100 per person for the first 2 people. The ones that I've booked. Yes, sometimes it does that.
Okay.
So one thing you guys have to realize about any of these companies is their rules go out the window. Like every day. So
Right.
something could be this same thing with Disney and all the other cruise lines. So, one day you'll have a price with a set discount or deposit, and then the next day something could change and it could be completely different. Um, and there's not
So
much we can do about that.
yeah. So here's what I would do. Michelle's asking how much do you need to book right now. For a book for 3 adults and 1 child, I would go ahead and bank on $400.
Mhm.
Just they could say nope, we'll defer it to April, or they'll say nope, we need it right now or in 2 days. So I'd go ahead and just bank $400 and you're good to go. And we could talk pricing now. I think, what did I say? $1,800 is the, just rounded up. It's $1,800 for a two person interior room.
$16.93, I think it is.
Okay. And that is for 2 people. Now, of course, there are probably some fees and port fees and all that stuff on top of it, but that'll be, we'll tell you all that when you ask to book with us using this cool little Matt using this cool little QR code. Other side. There you go. Nope. Point to your left. You're frozen. There you go. No, your left. No. There you go. Right there. Use that QR code for the Google form. And
why am I so awkward?
And we will email you. But we will tell you, tell us what kind of room you want, where you want it. Not where you want it, but if you want interior, if you want a boardwalk overlooking room. I actually prefer the boardwalk overview because that's where we spent most of the time when we were on an Oasis class ship. It is, to me, that's where a lot of the kids love to go play. They have a carousel there.
I think that's where the arcade is, right? Down in that area.
I think that's where they're putting that arcade, the arcade on that ship. Playmakers is there. If you know, you know. I spent pretty much all of my time at Playmakers on the Wonder of the Seas. The Aqua Theater is down that way.
Dave, can I call it audible right now? They do have that kind of back area of Playmakers that we might be able to rent to kind of just have like a get together.
That'd be cool. That would be very cool.
I'm making a note.
I was gonna say, make a note, Ashley. I one thing I do want to do is I would like to find a way to do a live podcast in the middle of the Caribbean Ocean.
I just don't know if the internet will be good enough.
Well, they've got Skylink now.
Right.
So
still.
Yeah. Michelle, they have Epic, which is a very good teens club. Or is Epic Disney? I get them mixed up sometimes.
Calling it. But the kids, I wouldn't even call the teens club everything. Peyton will be fine. How old is Peyton will be what? How old?
13, I think. No, he's Matt. You're breaking up bad, dude. You're breaking up bad.
Who, me?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know why.
So Peyton will be 15 when we go on this cruise.
Aiden will be 13.
Oh boy. So just know that there will be cute girls on this ship. Michelle. So I don't
keep
know.
Your hoodlums away from my 13-year-old.
Yeah. You know what, Michelle? I think we can introduce Peyton to somebody.
Dave, in the music hall, we can have love connection.
Love connection. 15-year-old and 13-year-old edition.
They can go for ice cream. That's all they can do, though.
I think it would work.
Negative.
The love boat.
Listen, we went on a cruise with Aiden, and I think Helena and Aiden, who are the same age, said 3 words to each other in the whole 4 days.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's about right. Dave, you want to know what would be the best part of this cruise? Mosaic.
Oh, if Mosaic showed up. But
Ashley, you see Mosaic, right?
Mm-mm.
No, she
Why?
got sick.
Yeah, remember that time I got COVID?
You know,
So it's
you know
sad.
what, you know what would make this cruise even better, Matt?
T-shirts
T-shirts.
and a
Scratch
big
t-shirts.
boomerang of our drinks pushing together.
Scratchy t-shirts. Really scratchy. They can't be soft.
Okay, sorry, we had to get that in.
So we'll talk about that. So all our Alaska shirts were trash that we were kind of forced to buy. I threw mine in the trash right after I wore it for the photo.
I use it for a workout shirt.
Okay, so I want to know who's we're gonna get to go on the Abyss, that slide.
Oh, I did it on the Wonder. It's awesome.
Dave,
This
what are the
one
rules
is
to that?
43 feet longer than the Wonder.
How many feet longer?
43.
Let's make it happen. I'll do it. I'll go head first if they let me.
I will not, but I will laugh as you guys go.
All right.
Dave,
were you
what's
saying,
the rule? You have to have like you can't be in a tank top. You have to wear like a t-shirt, right?
Right.
And socks, no sandals.
Yes. But my daughter, yes, that is the dry slide.
Dry slide, yep.
Yeah. Both of my daughters did it. One of my daughters loves thrill rides, and Ellie was great on it. Harper did it, and she hates Tower of Terror type things, and she thought it was the greatest thing ever. So that they wanted to do that more than anything.
I'm gonna do it out of necessity to go to the doghouse.
Here's
That
what
is
I
like
want.
my two biggest fears rolled into one: enclosed space and height.
Here's what I want to know. Who in our group is going to do the flow rider?
No, I have no interest in that. Because I'm the person that I'm gonna try it, and next thing you know, my pants are nowhere to be found.
No,
Ain't nobody want to see that.
No, exactly. This isn't they should have it on Virgin. That's like a Virgin Voyage kind of thing. Like, whoa, there's no pants.
No, Skizzle, the slide does not shock you because you're kind of in one of these like it's a sock thing.
Yeah.
Like you're in a
remember when you go like the carnival, right?
Little thing.
It's a carnival. You used to go down the slide on like
the burlap sack.
Yes.
Yeah. But I'm sure it's a little bit more nicer than the burlap sack.
All right. Adam's up for the flow rider. Michelle says Peyton's up for it, but we're going to make Michelle do it too. They do have a zip line, but it's very tame.
Yeah.
You also have to be under a certain weight to go on it. So,
Dave, do they have mini golf? We could do a mini golf tournament.
They do have mini golf, but it was horrible on the
It's
Wonder.
enhanced on Utopia. It's an enhanced.
Okay.
Enhanced playscape and mini golf. So what that means, we'll have to kind of get a.
The one on the Independence was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't do it.
But obviously, I wasn't expecting it to be like the Masters.
Yeah. All right. So, Ashley, since you took a copious amount of notes on the ship, what have we not mentioned that is going to be on the Utopia?
Oh, what I'm excited for is the sprinkles ice cream.
Right? Yeah.
It's gonna have a toppings bar where you can put like sprinkles and stuff, and then also on the pool deck there's going to be a food truck, which is new.
I just pulled up the restaurants.
Yeah. A private karaoke room. No, there is not a private karaoke room, but there is a karaoke bar.
I would double check that because
there is.
Their other one, I want to say on the Ovation, there was those private rooms off of it.
Yep, you can have a private room that you can book.
For how many people?
It doesn't say.
Well, the reason I say that because I doubt it's for a big
probably
group.
not.
That's
it's probably like a 10 or something like that.
Yeah, but we could all go down, and I'll be honest, I will be up for singing. How about this? If all of the rooms that we have blocked for this cruise sell out, Matt and I will get up there and sing some NSYNC.
Why in sync? Why not Backstreet Boys?
Because
Why
NSYNC
did I
was...
just get suckered into this?
Oh, because I'll get up there and sing it regardless.
We got to find something like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, New Kids. Are like that's like we got to find something like duet, like Kid Rock and Sheryl Crow picture.
Casey and JoJo.
Oh my! I got you.
Okay. Yep. All right. So we'll do Casey and JoJo. How many rooms? So here's the question. Michelle wants to know, how many rooms do we have blocked?
A lot.
I have 12, and I think you have 12 right now.
I have 16.
You have 16. Okay.
Yeah, because I
now,
booked all the ocean views, so I pulled more in so that we'd
Yeah.
have them.
So now because I pulled the Peyton party in, so I've got 13 rooms. So that is 29 cabins.
Great number.
That is a great number.
Baseball number.
As of tonight, we will have 9 cabins booked.
And we still got a few that we just need to touch base with over the next.
Yep.
And one thing about that, guys, is if you don't hear from us right away, don't panic. I know everybody is excited about this, just like we are. And I try to get on the account and kind of divvy it up between Dave and Ashley as quick as I can. And like I said, Dave's going to hang out with Mickey and Ryan for a little bit.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he's down there right now. You didn't know that?
Yay.
I was going to say something inappropriate, but I didn't want to.
I think Amanda's going to be there too.
Oh, yeah, Amanda is going to be there.
Sweet home Alabama.
Anyway, Michelle, 493 days left. So, yeah, but if
Ashley, I just texted you what I was going to say because I can't say it on the air.
If you fill out the form, please bear with us because it will. It's taking some time. Work is crazy for me right now. Ashley has, I think, 12 families going on spring break at the exact same time.
7, but ridiculous.
Yeah. So here's one thing I'll say. Even though there is 493 days left, go ahead and download the Royal Caribbean app because that will be your Bible when it comes to this cruise. Go ahead and, if you haven't already, create a login for Royal Caribbean. That's where you can go and purchase your drink orders, your drink package, your internet, your excursions.
And if you don't know how to do that, reach back out to Ashley and Dave. They'll be able to. I'm sure they have knowing them, they have a tutorial on how to do it.
Oh yeah. I know that Ashley does,
and we know you don't. Love you.
Matt.
So there's a new bar.
So back to the food. Ashley, Beth and I were talking about this last weekend. I think she's like, do they have that sushi place that I walked out? They do.
When you got a tantrum and left?
Dave, it might just be me with like Royal Caribbean. I threw a tantrum. I stormed out of a Zoomy.
How do you storm out of a Zoomy?
Dave, I don't know. I was just I had a day. I must have been talking to 2 people that I just didn't want to deal with anymore.
That was a different cruise than the other cruise. P.S.
Would it be Ashley and Mark that you were talking to that you didn't want to deal with?
Oh no,
Mark
they were dealing with us.
Isn't he?
Beth even thought the food was. Beth. Is that you?
Mm-hmm.
She's never going to learn how to click that button. After we tried it, I gave a tutorial last weekend. I'm intrigued to try to get the sushi because you can get sushi on the go now. Because
they have a counter.
I have yet to have really good sushi on any Royal Caribbean ship.
It's a hard make. I get it. It's not easy, but like they didn't have anything simple. Everything seemed a little bit too weird. What did Kat send me? Oh, players. Thank Kat.
Yeah. So also,
Johnny Rockets.
Everyone knows about the Biotic bar Well, the Utopia does not have it, thank God, because
Good
let's
job,
be
Dave.
honest,
It never works.
it never works. The but what they are having is a parrot bar. So
Pesky
basically,
parrot.
yeah, it is a rum and margarita bar.
Mhm.
So if you think of Jimmy Buffett, that's what this bar is going to be.
So I think we do a maybe Dave. I'm just talking out loud, like we said, we got 400 and blah 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 days to go. I think we make that like a Caribbean night for us, like wear like your Hawaiian shirt, and maybe we'll get a whole bunch of lays. We'll do.
This is a family-friendly cruise, Matt.
Hey,
No lays like the
Lays.
Hawaiian lay.
Ashley, it's not. It's like, do we want to get inappropriate? Because we can get inappropriate. Where I told someone, technically, I'm supposed to be working the semi tomorrow, and I said, "Hey, I have a semi," and somebody took that totally the wrong way.
Okay.
Hey, I'm here all week. Tip your waitress.
Back to this. Michelle asked, "Do they have a hibachi on this ship?"
Yes. It's in Izumi, right?
Yep.
It's in a different place now, though. I think I read somewhere that they put it downstairs, like on the third floor.
I know Izumi is in where Giovanni's used to be on the Wonder, so I'm not sure if the hibachi is in a different place.
Okay.
I'm excited for Hooked. Hooked seafood.
Hooked isn't near as good as you think.
But the thing about it is, like, I know this sounds weird to get it on the Ani Beth. You get all the stories.
Yeah, Hooked isn't near as good of a seafood as you would think, though. I ate it on the Wonder, and
Dave, like so you've eaten there. Like, what are we talking price wise? Like, is it a la carte or is it like the?
It's I think it was like $40 a person for an adult,
and then I'm assuming like a dozen oysters is extra. It got to be extra, right? That's not. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I
would recommend on this ship. Look, we do have a group seating for our group. If you wanted to sit at the main dining room, I would actually recommend one of the things to do on this cruise ship is to buy the dining pan. Buy the dining package, because the extra food places on this ship are incredible, and it's worth it.
So speaking of that, Dave, my plan of attack is something that we've done more frequently. Is we're going to do chops +1, and we're going to probably try to do chops on day 2, and then that opens up the opportunity to go to Hooked or Phil, don't worry. You can rewatch it. It's cruising's very confusing, but once you get the hang of it, it's kind of not that hard. I want to go to Giovanni's too, especially where it's Michelle. We put you right next to Eric, so you guys can be a lot closer to hand out the pineapple back and forth.
But yeah, so I'm thinking I will probably do the 3. I will either do unlimited dining or I'll do the 3 dining.
Because I want to still give the main dining room a shot.
Honestly, every time I've done main dining at Royal Caribbean, I hate to say it, Royal Caribbean's a great ship, but you pay for what you get when it comes to the food on the ships.
Well, Ashley and I had a great experience when we were on Independence, right? I'm not speaking out of turn, right?
Well, if you ask Emelina, it was the best time of her life. Between chops and main dining, she was golden.
Well,
so Emelina has a food allergy, and so they took her food order every night before if we were going to be at main dining, and then remembered her by name when we walked in, our server and the manager, and like brought her special menu and her special food, and like totally catered to the 8-year-old of the party. So I think the food in the main dining isn't as good as other venues on the ship.
Right.
But sometimes it's a great experience because you get to know your server and all that stuff. And we had a great server.
I will say the server makes the dining room.
Yeah.
We only went to the main dining room twice when we were on the Wonder, and they actually called us and said, "Hey, we miss you guys. Where are you guys? We'd love to see you." So we showed up one night, and they thought like they made us the center of attention and gave us so much.
Mhm.
Just like, hi, how are y'all? And thought like they did magic tricks for my girls, and
Mhm.
so that's something that they'll remember for the rest of their lives as well. So the serving team is incredible. If you're nice to them, they'll be nice to you. Type
Right.
thing.
I think that's what it comes down to. Obviously, Dave, when we were on Ovation, and I'll say this, I think our service team was new
I agree.
to the ship, and I also think she was very overwhelmed by
Mhm.
our table of 10. I think she might have had the other table of 10.
Mhm.
Like that's a hard first go at it for your first meal of dealing with
And it wasn't that long after they reopened after COVID.
right.
So
Yeah.
on that cruise. So I think that really kind of brought that down.
Yeah. So I think there will probably be only one dress up
One.
night on yeah. I'll come out in a suit and I won't wear.
I will not.
Okay. Come on, Matt.
Party pooper.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna come out in my birthday suit.
Please don't. Please don't.
All right, this is what
Again,
happens. This is what happens.
Think of the children, man.
This is what happens when I'm sick and I'm just trying to fight through a show right now.
Think of the children. Yes, only one. And you know what? If we want to all go all out, I might rent a tux just for fun.
All right, now that might be too extra. Unless
Ashley, have you met me?
you wear a blue tux and Matt wears an orange tux.
Okay, Matt, I'm not
Rubber
wearing
drummer.
orange tux. I don't wear orange for obvious reasons. But I will wear a baby blue tux if you wear an orange tux.
We'll see. Maybe we'll get Peyton to wear it.
This would be awesome. I think we.
What was it? I don't even remember what I was going to say. I'm trying to read all the prom dress.
Can they be velvet? Yes.
They can be any like. And the thing about it is like dress up night is not like it was back in the 80s,
No, it's
90s.
not.
It's like I think the only day we dressed up on Independence was when we went to Chops, and I wore long pants and a.
Well, we dressed up on formal night. I don't know about you.
What was formal night? That was that perfect day?
I think that's usually what they try.
Because it was.
I can't remember.
It was tough because like the sun beating on us.
We wanted to do pictures, so we dressed up.
I do like the setup of going to Nassau right out the gate, not perfect day right out the gate. That's a big win for me.
Yep, I think that. I really do think this is the best setup for a cruise. A, it's a new ship. B, you could stay on the ship, and if you want to, and Bahamas, so you could get the lay of the land on the ship. You get off on perfect day. You have another day at sea, and then you're back home, and you could do Disney. So I think this is the perfect cruise.
My hope is that Epic Universe is open.
I don't think it will. My guess,
know.
Epic Universe will be October. If they're smart, because October 1 is start of a new fiscal year.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm a Disney guy anyway. I walk into Universal and go, "What is this?"
Snob.
I am a snob when it comes to theme parks. I have, we all know I have friends that work at Disney. They even say that. So, if you had your druthers, what kind of cabin are you picking and why?
If we had like, I want my I want my 2-bedroom suite back.
No, okay.
Obviously,
no.
financially, $13,000 was just not going to cut it this round.
Yeah, I get it.
Hmm.
If of the ones that are in the group, what kind of cabin would you recommend people get? And
I personally like an ocean view balcony. We're actually doing 2, so the kids are going to be in a connecting with us. I like to be able to sit out with my coffee and see the ocean and that kind of thing. I also am claustrophobic. My coffee. I am claustrophobic, so not having a window open that can open drives me crazy. So that's what I choose. I think it's a nice experience to be able to sit out there.
I agree with Ashley. That's my go-to. You can't beat that just being able to have your own private balcony, veranda,
Mhm.
and having like technically your own like sail away party.
Yeah. I see. I understand why you say that, but totally think that the boardwalk balcony is the best way to go for me, because I'm not a beachy person. I will sit and look at the sea and the ocean for a minute and go, all right, cool, let's move on. But the boardwalk, you can sit and people watch. It is the best people watching you will see on the ship.
But if I'm sitting having my coffee and my jammies, I don't
Right.
want people to be able to look at me while I'm sitting there in my jammies.
Right.
But you're
With
high.
my hair sticking. Well, but then the people across from you can look and see you.
That's when you
with my
stop
hair
waving to
sticking
them.
all up. Yeah,
Yeah.
And make sure to shut the
Solitude,
shades
man.
at night.
solitude.
I forget that not everybody is an extreme people person like I am. So, let's see. Let's look at here. Okay, Michelle, are we trying to get all rooms kind of in similar sections, maybe on different decks?
Not really.
I don't think. Yeah, no. What we're doing is we are just basically where when I book, I will maybe kind of get some together, but like what I've done, I've got one on the 14th floor. I think my family's going to be on the boardwalk somewhere. I hadn't finally figured it out yet. Ashley, you've got 6 cabins booked already. What are you seeing with groupings?
Well, 3 of them are my family, so we're all near each other.
Right.
But I've booked 1 boardwalk, and the rest are ocean view balconies. So, depending on so this ship I think is set up a little bit different than some of the other ships as far as categories go. So, if you have a room that has more than 2, then we can't put you on the same floor as a balcony room that only sleeps 2, because they're just separated. So that kind of plays into factors a little bit, and a lot of midship,
Yeah.
especially if it's your first cruise, you really want to try to be more midship, so that you feel less of the rocking. Although I have to say, the last time we did a Bahamas cruise, I barely felt it.
And these big ships, they have they have perfected the stabilizers. Unless you are in the Alaska
Yeah,
cruise.
that's
The one time Ashley was not sick on the Alaskan cruise, I come down out of my cabin and I already had the C bands on, and Ashley looks at me and goes, "You are greener than dog shit. Go back to your room and take some Dramamine."
I had already taken my Dramamine because that's how I looked when I woke up.
So Michelle says it costs more to pick a room number. Normally, yes, but when we're doing it here, the way we've got it, with the way we've got our group pricing and everything like that, it doesn't cost any more for us to pick to pick the cabin for you. Hey, Michelle, I'm going to look at this. It says she's the very last room on the aft on 14. I'm going to see if I can't pull y'all a little closer to the middle. I don't know if I can, but I'm going to play with it and see if I can, just since y'all are first cruisers. But an inside cabin, you have an inside wall. You're not going to see the ocean moving up and down. So I think an inside cabin is probably the best for y'all, being virgin cruisers, not virgin voyage cruisers, but first-time cruisers. So I'm going to keep looking though to make sure that is the best place for you guys. All right, so we're sitting here at an hour. Ashley, Matt, do y'all have anything that we should say to them to beg them to book the cruise?
It's really not beg them to book, but it's like anybody who's looking to get more exact information. I know Dave and Ashley have given a lot of information. I know Michelle Drinkwater's in the chat kind of helping out with it too. If the only way we can give you like a real exact quote is if you hit the QR code.
There you go. Oh, you had it. Other way.
Right here.
Yep. There you go.
Close. Almost.
Right there. Just over here. Right here.
There you go.
Right here. Hit it. Scan it. And at that point, like the information that you have to put on there is information that we need to know. It's not we, it's they. to make sure we get you the exact pricing. Obviously,
Yep.
A 12-year-old is different than a 13-year-old.
Honestly, no. Royal Caribbean, I think it's 11 is adult. 12. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
13.
12.
Sorry, 13.
Yeah.
It's 0
Okay.
to 12 and then 13 and up.
And then also like old people discount. And then obviously if you have your Crown and Anchor. That's why I travel with Annie Beth. We get the old people discount.
Oh dear Lord. But yeah, it's
fight you.
Yeah,
it is
time this week.
It is great. And here's any information on a 6-year-old. It's a kid. He's a kid.
Which kids club is
Oceaneers? He's Oceaneers. No, Oceaneers is Disney.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, 6 is Explorers.
Okay, and that it's fun. They'll have video games. They'll do cool stuff. That they've got their own little back area. And honestly,
you're gonna have to drag them out of there.
You will. They do have military discounts, Phil. So I don't know if the military discount would be cheaper than our group rate, but we can look for you and go from there. But you would have to drag your kids out if they're not used to a Disney cruise, because my kids are bougie.
My kids just won't go. So
why not?
No desire.
They want to be stuck to their mommy and daddy.
No, they just.
But Mark is so cool.
Have you met me?
No.
They don't like people. So
okay, so maybe your girls might not get along with my girls because have you met me?
So jerk. He's such a jerk, huh?
Yeah, I just hope Logan's nice to your girls and calms down some. Michelle, trust me, Logan will have so much fun on the ship that he won't know what to do. He'll want to stay on the ship and not come off. So hit the little QR code, send us all some send us your questions. We'll send you quotes and we'll go from there. It honestly, if you just want to quote, you just want to say, hey, what's going on? Maybe I'll think about it. We'll send that out too. Now, I will warn you. I will definitely warn you. This is availability of what's available on the ship. So if you think about it for like 2 months and something happens, we can't hold the room for you. I mean, we could try, can't promise it. So, Ashley, you got any parting words before we let them all go home for the evening?
2 casinos.
I know where Beth's going to be.
She there? That's for Auntie Beth. There's 2 casinos, Auntie Beth. 2.
On the Alaska cruise, when I woke up at 3 a.m, I couldn't find her. She's down at the casino.
There are 370 slot machines.
Oh, perfect. She's going to play all of them.
Lord.
And almost 30 tables.
How about we get a good Texas Hold'em game going?
I don't play cards. I don't
gamble.
I just like to push a button and have it do the work for me.
I gamble like $10 and I lose it and I cry a little. So,
well, if you have a Crown and Anchor, don't we get like $5 free?
I think so, and I'll play that, and then I'll be like, all right.
Okay, we're done. Let's go.
Yeah. I hate losing money.
Eric, you can gamble with Auntie Beth. She's I give you. You guys are you guys can be casino buddies, so I don't have to.
We'll put Helena to watch Eric to make sure he doesn't lose money.
Because Beth hates it when I go to the casino with her, and I just stand there.
Yeah,
and I'm not a gambler. Beth and I have been to Vegas 5-6 times, and I don't gamble. I really don't. And I'll just stand there, and she'll just hand me a 20 to go away.
Honestly, one of the most fun times I had on the Alaskan cruise was sitting there watching Annie Beth just push a button. Like that was...
And she got beat up by an old lady
she got beat up by a 90-year-old. All right, y'all, we appreciate you coming in and talking listening to the cruise, listening about the cruise. I'm excited. I think it's going to be a fun time. 498 days. It will go by so slowly, but it's something to look forward to. And Matt said annual. We'll see. Maybe
there was a lot of
biannual.
No, it's going to be annual because it might. And next time it might not be royal. Like, Dave, you know where I want to go back to, Alaska.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we do Disney next time.
I'm doing Alaska 2026. I already have it planned.
On royal.
2026.
I think
2026.
So.
Yeah. 2026 is my 15th anniversary, and I was told we are doing a big trip. So, Margaritaville at sea. That's what we're doing.
Yeah. It's a matter of who survives.
Ain't no way. Who falls through the bottom of the ship because of the holes.
Eric will start off by staying at Margaritaville in Kissimmee and then make our way to Margarita at the sea.
Why do we have to go to Florida when they're putting one on the Cape?
I know, we drove by it the other day.
All right, we'll leave y'all with that. Why not? All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Click the QR code. Matt will post that in the group. He'll do an at everybody, I'm sure. And we'll go from there. All right, so I guess this is us signing out.
Yeah, we'll touch base about this again probably late summer. Like, we'll talk about it each episode real quick of reminders. But once the ship's in the water this summer, correct?
Well, it's in the water. But
it's July. It's their first sailings this year.
Yeah.
So we're I mean, that's only 5 months away. I can't do math. Yeah. We're going to get a lot more
Look at Michelle. Michelle coming in hot. July 22nd is their first cruising. So
yeah, so the more information, because by then, Dave, we're going to have menus. We're going to have pricing of dining, probably pricing of our drink packages and all the Wi-Fi and all that fun stuff. And we can just talk about like what our plans are.
Yep. And we will have we'll know what the train restaurant is. That's what I want to know the most about. It's something new. I just want to see something new. So, all right, y'all. Well, we appreciate it. We'll talk to y'all later. Screw the algorithm. And welcome back to our two-time award-winning podcast. Two-time award-winning podcast. No, Michelle, it's a joke. It's a joke. We'll talk to y'all next week. No, we won't talk to y'all next week.
We're off next week. We're off probably the next 2 weeks.
Okay. We'll see
you
guys. Yeah. We'll see you guys when we talk to you next.
I'll just come by myself. I'll figure it out.
You and Sean, you guys can talk about the Roger Williams.
Or how about we bring Ryan back and have Ashley and Ryan?
I love Ryan.
How about no?
All right, y'all. We will see y'all in a couple of weeks.